Survival on Purpose coverage of the 2023 SHOT Show is sponsored by Hog Holsters. Save 10% on your Hog Holsters order by using the coupon code Survival on Purpose. Hog Holsters, helping Americans wear guns. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose coverage of the 2023 SHOT Show. I'm here with Fred from Case Knives. I'll bet it's a good shot that your granddaddy had them, your daddy had them, and you probably have one or two as well. If you don't, you need to check out Case Knives. They are an American tradition, and Fred brought out some really cool products for us to look at, but I asked him specifically, I wanted to look at this one. This is what I consider one of the first case knives I was familiar with, the old-fashioned sod buster. Very, very simple, but absolutely just a workhorse of a knife, and I just want to, they still make them. They've been making these for a long time.
Yep, 38 pattern. It's been part of the line for many, many decades.
Not years, decades.
Yeah.
So what do we got to look at today, Fred?
Well, some of the new stuff we came out with here to show at SHOT Show. We've got a couple of traditional knives and some of our more modern knives that we're making. All of these are made in our factory in Bradford, Pennsylvania. Everything's made in the USA. And we've been in Bradford since 1905.
Wow. If my math is right, that's 117 years, 118 years almost now, right?
Yeah, there was a few years in Pennsylvania. So we're coming up on a big anniversary. We started in 1889.
So 100% made in the USA.
Yes.
That's a big deal because we're keeping Americans working.
Yeah, everything you see here is we build them in Bradford.
So this looks like a case knife, right? If you think about case knife, this is what you think about. But this is a little different design here. It's more modern.
Yeah, we'll start here with this. This is called the Congress, and this is something we just brought out of the vault. This is something we try to do every year. We bring a pattern back out of the vault that we haven't made in a few years. I think this has been quite a few years since we made the small Congress.
That's
they come in 3 different sizes in our world of pocket knives. There's a small, medium, and large. This is the smallest. This is a 4-bladed version, but there's also a version that comes with just 2 blades, so a little bit lighter in the pocket.
Not that it's heavy anyway.
No, not in that size. The interesting thing about the Congress pattern goes all the way back. Abraham Lincoln, when he was murdered, was found with a 6-bladed version of a large Congress in his pocket, and if you you'll find it on display at some museums in
That's
DC.
neat. That's a little history there.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited to bring this back. I know this is quite a collector's piece. People will be after this. We're currently offering it 21 different handle styles.
Cool.
Different colors, different materials.
So it's got a little bit of a kind of a curve here to it.
That's right. It has that crescent moon shape. It's
very cool.
Just like the Congress room itself.
Okay. That explains the name.
This one here is called the saddle horn. And the interesting thing about this one is shaped like a saddle horn, right? Like,
okay, yeah.
Everything's named for its original purpose. It's one of my favorite patterns.
Is this Damascus steel?
Yes, it is. It's a ladder Damascus steel.
This looks really cool.
And some of our vintage bone. We haven't done knives in this vintage bone style in quite a long time, and to have it paired with the Damascus blades like that, these are really special. They're going to be definitely part of my own collection.
Yeah. And a lot of people collect. I know a lot of people collect case knives.
You know, and just the details here. You can see the swedging and along the top of the blade. We take the time to make these, as perfect as possible.
Very cool. I like those traditional grandpa style.
All the bone dyeing and the cutting of the bone, everything that we do in the factory when we make them. It's quite a process.
I bet.
And then here the last couple of years here, we've gotten into more modern everyday carry type knives, and so this is the new one. This is called the Westline, and it's our first assisted opening version of modern EDC that we've ever made in Bradford.
Assisted opening. That is a first for case. I can't.
Yeah, it's got a nice detent here.
Liner lock.
It's a liner lock.
I got a.
It kind of sits down low. There you go.
Yeah, wow.
Yep, ambidextrous thumb stud.
I can do it left-handed because my right-hand thumb is jacked up because I
I'll
cut
try
it.
the right hand from my. There you go.
That's nice. I like that
Nice
open,
pointy blade shape.
I like the open structure. It's easy to keep clean if you get pocket lint and all that stuff in it.
Yes, it's anodized aluminum. You can switch the deep carry pocket clip to either side for carrying on either side of your body. So we're pretty excited about that one. Prior to this, we had these two other modern EDCs. They're both flippers. The first one was called the Marilla, which won the American Made Knife of the Year award at Blade Show 2021.
Oh, really?
Our very first modern EDC took home an award that year. And then the Kinzu is what you see here with a spear blade. And up to this point, we've been doing the kind of the solid primary colors, blue, red, black,
Right.
OD green, those kinds of things. Anodized aluminum handles. This is also aluminum handle, but it's been coated with a DLC coating. So we're starting to deco these knives and doing coatings on the blades. And so a couple different processes, whether it's DLC, Cerakote, laser etching, laser engraving, and photo imaging. So this is an example of the photo image snakeskin knife that we've come out with.
What do you call that one? The Anaconda?
This one's the Kinzu.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these modern EDC knives are named after popular outdoor recreational areas around Bradford.
Cool.
So we're pretty proud of the investment we've made in the
Digital camo.
Yep, digital camo.
These are frame locks, not as opposed to liner locks, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. I like that. I actually like. I'm starting to like flipper locks better than the thumb stud.
It's just such a simple
Yeah,
design, right?
It's really easy.
It works great.
Very cool.
So we've invested in quite a bit of machinery, and we've just recently added more machines so that we could up our capacity in this modern EDC knife arena. We're pretty excited about being there.
So do you know ballpark about how many different SKUs you have? How many different knife
SKUs?
models?
Wow. Well,
knife models?
that's models.
Models.
We probably have, well, definitely have over 100 patterns in our arsenal.
And then when you start adding color combinations and handle combinations, you just into the
Yep,
thousands
and blade
easily.
configurations, right? And blade materials. It amps up really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot to keep track of.
point being that if you like knives, and who doesn't, Case Knives has got you covered. And
Chuck Norris can pick apples from an orange tree and make the best darn lemonade you ever tasted.
We take great pride in our product quality, the craftsmanship, and our people.
very cool. So I told Fred that I've probably done 500 knife reviews over the last 10 years, and very few of those have been Case. And we're going to try to change that, and over the next few months, start give you some examples of what Case is doing today, which I think is pretty cool. So thanks again, Fred, for taking a minute after a long week here at SHOT Show to talk to us. And thank you for watching Survival on Purpose coverage of the SHOT Show 2023. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.